Hey everybody, it's B Diz the Rockstar, part of SuperObvious. In this video, we're talking about a DLC that'll be in GTA 6. Let's go.
It's a disaster!
Got the drugs? You don't want me to come with a gun in your face?
Holy fuck!
Give up the money.
Ryder, not this again.
Want me to fuck you up in your ass? Can a low come up in your crib? Man, fuck you.
My life's at risk!
So, I don't know if you know this or not, but in GTA 5, there was supposed to be a DLC for Michael, and that DLC was him in a zombie apocalypse. This happens after the main story. Michael is able to get back to his family after his wife Amanda and his kids Tracy and Jimmy left him due to his criminal acts with Trevor and Franklin. So as you know, towards the later parts of the story in 5, Michael has a meeting with Solomon Richards, who is a film director and an idol to Michael. After doing some work for Solomon, he gives Michael a shot to start being an executive producer for movies, which makes Michael the most excited he has ever been because he is a movie buff and always wanted to make his own movies. Once Michael has his foot in the door in the movie business, and him being under the wing of Solomon, the scripts start pouring in. But they are all scripts for the kind of movies that Michael doesn't like. Michael is a fan of old school gangster movies, and Michael is an old school gangster himself. But all the scripts he is getting include cheesy love stories, action movies with crappy CGI, comedies that aren't funny at all, documentaries that nobody cares about, and horror movies that wouldn't scare a child. Michael is already getting mixed feelings, with part of him wondering, is this how things are going to be? Is he already being molded to be mediocre at best with a bunch of projects that he knows sucks? Or does he need to stay focused, motivated, and passionate as a creator in the film industry? One day while chilling at the pool and having a drink, Michael is going through a bunch of scripts which are all complete trash, and Solomon is pressuring Michael to pick a script to start the filming process. Michael doesn't want to put anything out that he thinks sucks, and unfortunately, this has led to Michael not working on anything at all. Solomon says that if Michael doesn't pick a script and start working on something soon, like very, very soon, that he will have to let Michael go. This news obviously crushes Michael. He is living his dream, but it's a nightmare. Jimmy rushes home covered in blood and says he was at a burger joint with his friend and his friend was attacked, bitten, and killed right in front of him. Michael sees the blood but assumes Jimmy is high and drunk or just being the stupid idiot that he is. Michael gets an alert on his phone about something going on in the area. He turns on the news. He sees that there have been several attacks like what Jimmy had talked about earlier. Michael gets a call from Solomon to check his email. He has a brand new script that Solomon worked on himself, and it's about the zombie apocalypse. Solomon says the script is of the highest importance and is a super priority. Michael has to start filming for the script now. Michael thinks zombie movies is such a cliche and has been done to death and isn't realistic. While taking a late night walk to try to clear his head and take in all the pressure that he is going through, he hears people screaming. He sees a bunch of people attacking and eating each other. Michael checks on some of them and they are definitely dead. He calls the police for help, and then the people that were just dead rise up and attack him. He barely escapes from getting bit and runs away while screaming fuck a whole bunch of times. Michael calls Jimmy and tells him what's going on, and Jimmy just talks a bunch of the I told you so stuff and hangs up. He calls his daughter Tracy, but she doesn't answer because she is busy, quote unquote, filming something. He calls his wife Amanda, but she doesn't answer the phone either because she is busy, quote unquote, doing something. Or someone probably. Michael calls Trevor for help, but he is busy being undercover to take out criminals and doesn't have his phone. I talk about the Trevor DLC that was going to be in GTA 5 but was scrapped in another video, so check it out. Michael calls Franklin, and Franklin knows about the zombie outbreak and has barricaded himself in the studio with his crew. Franklin says he isn't leaving, but he will let Michael in for safety if Michael can make it to the studio. Franklin also plugs himself in, saying that he heard Michael is working on a zombie flick, and if Michael needs any kind of music, that Franklin's got him covered. The studio has a bunch of snacks, water, and also still has Wi-Fi so they can have communication with everything going on. With the actual gameplay, a lot of things are going to be affected by the DLC. Cars won't have much gas, so driving distances will be very limited. Stealth will be a major part of the gameplay, so being sneaky is key to not alerting infected nearby, because this would lead to several zombies trying to kill you. Zombies will be somewhat bullet sponges, so trying to use a bunch of your ammo from getting spotted is not ideal. Gameplay wise, you have the features that are perfect for this, including stealth kills, leaning on walls and vehicles, crouching, crawling, climbing, and being able to hide if you need to. The difficulty will happen in waves, just like Call of Duty, so as the waves get higher, more and more zombies will be flooding the area, and also special types of infected will be present, adding to the challenge of staying alive and accomplishing whatever it is that you need to do. Finding items such as food, medical supplies, and ammo will be very limited and take a lot more work to get. In 6, this DLC will be very intense and turn GTA into a horror game, including jump scares, realism, and survival elements. In 6, you'll be able to switch back and forth between Jason and Lucia with no loading transition times if they are close to each other, making you feel like a tag team during the zombie apocalypse, which will be overwhelming, stressful, anxiety-driven, but also fun. In story, if you rush right through the DLC missions, the gameplay will be about 10 hours. If you do all the side missions and random things, gameplay will be around double that. Michael has an idea, and what he ends up doing is using his phone to record all the zombie attacks happening and going to use his recordings to make a zombie found footage style movie. He gets to record all this footage and also keeps us up to date with what's going on, making him the lead and star of the movie. Me myself love zombie games such as Days Gone, Dying Light, Dead Island, and the Resident Evil games. Zombie games, movies, and TV shows are actually my favorite, and Rockstar adding this DLC for 6 would be awesome. Obviously, they would have to change some of the story details since it won't be Michael from 5 but Jason and Lucia from 6. But timeline wise, 6 happens not too long after 5, so this also has a chance for any characters from 5 to be mentioned or make an appearance. If you like GTA and you like zombie horror survivor games, it's a win-win for the gaming experience for players. Also, when we get to the point when you can play online with your friends, that's going to make the zombie DLC even more fun, especially since you can talk to each other while playing. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the zombie apocalypse DLC in GTA 6. Is that something that you're excited about and would like to play? Like and share the video, subscribe, tell other GTA fans to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Totally for sure.